Name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light there. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They'll start with the option. And whoa, he's going to hope that that is not a sign of things to come. A rude welcoming to this ball game. Call that a loss of 5 yards. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A collegiate star here in the Buckeye State, it's J.K. Dobbins. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Jackson trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Mayfield off the play fake. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for the Michigan Wolverine, Donovan Peoples-Jones. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
And 9 yards to go.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Austin Hooper, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. They took a pretty big risk right there, going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. On the give to Dobbins. And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a second straight play. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. With Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six. And just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. One is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. From the gun, Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Lamar Jackson, for all the talents of escaping pressure that he possesses, he was helpless to do much of anything there. He had no chance.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
They go play action now. Jackson, he's going deep for Brown. This is caught at the 20. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well.
Well, one way or the other, you knew they'd have to push the ball downfield on 3rd and long, but I'm not sure the defense was expecting to push it that far downfield. Their math didn't add up, but it certainly did for the offense.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. He will push his way down to about the 14. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball is even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. For this defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Mayfield. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. First down, they'll run with Chubb. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. Mayfield on play action. And this is incomplete. Trying to get it to Landry there, and that'll make it 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Play fake. Mayfield. pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
Let's go.
It's a really nice gain of 25 yards.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Good yardage there on first down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First down.
Midfield now. Here's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A very solid gain of 27. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
And just a yard to go here on second down. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Back to Dobbins on first.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing is Jackson. Rolling to his right. And that is incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
9 yards to go.
Ravens on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They'll run. It's Dobbins. And he is not going anywhere. He will not even get back to the line of scrimmage as the clock will stop at the 2-minute warning. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker, Justin Tucker, out onto the field. Tucker's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. It off to Chubb, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. After the interception, here's Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Andrews. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Handoff here to Dobbins. Down right around the 25. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 25-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Jackson from the shotgun. That's taken in by Duvernay. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Running out of the gun. And the Ravens are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? One more time with Dobbins. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. With their whole that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Mayfield to throw it. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Baker Mayfield only 6'1", but he can certainly sling it, and we saw evidence of that right there.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Set at the line for this next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Another run here with Dobbins. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Back-to-back runs. I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. It's Jackson. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And his pass incomplete. He was looking for the Michigan Wolverine, Donovan Peoples-Jones. And now it's 3rd down.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. They go play action. Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Just don't want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver.
And it's 2nd down.
They'll run here with Dobbins. And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Play action. It's Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Gonna throw right side here, complete. His 2nd catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Sometimes in the run game you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
Browns a nickel set here on third down. Play action. Now Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
Here's Sam Cook now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Browns drive about to get started. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding the clock.
Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Chubb will have the first down and much more. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. A big gain there on 3rd and long. 34 yards. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Charles, you said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Chubb. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now Chubb. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Nick Chubb.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Austin Hooper with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Browns 28, Ravens 10.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Throwing again on second down. Jackson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Greedy Williams picks it off. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Mayfield. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. Oh, a mistake there. The kickoff out of bounds.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 40. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. Buying time to his left. He'll run it, and he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
And the Raven 1st down.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Tim Patrick, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens cut into that lead.
Well, that last touchdown did nothing to affect the score here and who was going to win the game. But I know all of our fantasy friends were eagerly watching, and some people are dancing around happy right now.
Tucker now to add the point after.
And that'll cut the lead down now to 18.
Makes the score Browns 35, Ravens 17.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on